NFC West division. Cynthia, what do we got?
Oh, we are giving a great grade to this. If you get the best player in the draft in terms of the O-line position, you're getting an A from me every single time. Maybe they can pay him quickly and get him a bigger chair because it looked like that chair he got out of was a little small.
Well, he's 6'8".
They did get rewarded with the lad McConkey. And then, of course, a linebacker from Michigan. That continuity we talked about, there it comes rearing up again. And Cornelius Johnson, again, another Michigan man.
Yeah, no, really, really good. I like
guy.
I like what
winner.
I like what the Chargers are able to do. So now I'm going to talk about the Broncos, and we can give out a grade. You know, the English teacher in me just had some grammatical errors a little bit, so we can give a B-. What I like about what they were able to do, I love that Sean Payton felt strongly about Bo Nix. It's all about being convicted and building an offense around him. I like Jonah Ellis, but going back to Bo Nix, pairing him with his #1 receiver from Oregon, to me, that is fascinating. Troy Franklin being able to give him. And then at the end, Audric Estime, big physical running back.
English teacher, we even added the accent. Anyways, we spelled it right.
Thank you. We did. But attention to detail is what it's all about, Cynthia.
Maybe a little extra credit needed.
Give us the detail on the Raiders.
Okay, I'm going with the B. Not necessarily because they didn't get a quarterback, because if that was their strategy, then great. I just think that there's some interesting things here that don't necessarily fit. I do love Jackson Powers Johnson at number 44. I think that was an amazing pick for whomever's under center for that team. But you see a lot of focus here at the end with that secondary. Maybe could have gone a little bit earlier with that.
I heard Gordon Ramsay's already got a burger lined up for Jackson Powers Johnson down at the Strip.
Okay, so here we go to defending.
Did you just make that up?
I mean, I like that. I like it. He's a foodie.
You can tell because you were like.
He definitely knows. He knows. Kansas City Chiefs. Andy Reid would definitely want some of that burger. But let's think about the Kansas City Chiefs. We're going to give them a B- for their efforts. They don't care about my grades. Why would they? They just keep putting rings on their finger. But Xavier Worthy being the new wide receiver to come in. People talked about Tyreek Hill. No, this is their version of Deshaun Jackson. Being able to add him, another nice tight end in Jared Wiley. And then you just think about these young players that can come in and back up. This is a team that is ready to rock. They're always in contention. They just added some more depth and a little talent.
Yeah, keep an eye on those offensive linemen, right? I mean, they got Trey Smith, a starter and Pro Bowl caliber player in the 6th round a couple years ago. More to come here on Path to the Draft. We get back to our NFC West draft grades now, starting with the team who picked first in the division, the Arizona Cardinals. What do we got here, Sam?
Well, not only did they pick first, but they picked the most of anyone in the entire draft, giving them a solid B+. With 12 picks, I would have loved to see them address the O-line a little bit sooner. That just makes me a little bit happier with Kyler Murray. That would be a little bit, but I do love their first 2 selections. They're going to be great impact players right away.
Okay, I like that. So now let's go to the Seattle Seahawks. And I love what they have been able to do. Byron Murphy, man, that puts you right up there. I think I'm going to give you like a nice little B.
What?
If you love it.
I do. I love it.
I love it.
I love it. That's one player.
If you love it.
It's the whole thing. It's the totality. You one of those guys, you want to get an A in the grade because you had a nice quiz. No, it's everything. You got to make sure you get your homework in and everything. I like Byron Murphy. Christian Haynes has
love Murphy. We like the rest.
He has an opportunity to come in there. They continue to add depth to it. So the Seattle Seahawks, nice job.
Okay.
All right. That fits. Let's go with the Rams.
Well, it was going to be an A until I saw that interview, and now it's an A+ because, I mean, listen, Brett, you just really nailed it there.
Now
when you have 2 players that are, you're never going to replace Aaron Donald, but when you make that whole defensive line better by adding people who already know each other, you're in a much better situation. And then we know McVay loves him some running backs. And anytime there's a kicking situation in there, I just think it's also fun. But it's also really nice to see the Rams picking on day one. I almost forgot what it was like to see them on a Thursday. You know, I haven't seen them on Thursday since the season.
8 years. So let's get the Niners who picked at 31 here.
Okay, so we talk about continuity, and I'm going to talk about the reaction to the Super Bowl loss. And so Ricky Pearsall coming on board, Jacob Cowing being an addition. And then let's talk about Red Sky, Isaac Guerrero. Give him a B. Very solid. We give him
Red Sky.
Red Sky. This is Red's
broken record over here.
His favorite player. He loves him. A lot of B's. But the guy that you want to keep an eye on, Bernardo Green, the corner from Florida State. They need someone that can step in outside and help them.
Wait, who am I? I love everything about it.
Yeah.
C.
Hey, it's hard. Good to great. Good to great. It's hard to go from good to great.